I don't know how it's going to look. I know it's a famine. But another thing that I want to bring out is one reason why your circumstances might tell you to move on. See, in the midst of the famine, most people will just model and just wait and stay there and wait for destruction to come. But don't y'all know that we serve Jehovah Jireh, that God that will provide. He don't want you to be staying in a dead situation. And some of you guys in a dead situation. And you think that it's the will of God and the plan of God to be there. He gave me the wife, he gave me the house, and he gave me the children, but all hell breaking loose. Listen, the famine took place, and yes, he was contained, but Abraham knew the sense that, listen, I need to go where there are some provisions for me in my house. I need to know there were some provisions that'll take care of me in my house. And where he went was to Egypt. Do this sound familiar to my Bible scholars? Y'all remember Egypt, the place that we had the children of Israel in bondage? Same circumstances. They started with Abraham. And then it went on to the children of Israel. Remember Joseph went into the land of Egypt. And then he was there with a great drought. And then Joseph prophesied. And he interpreted his dream. And once he interpreted his dream, then the people, his children of Israel, they came to Egypt way there. Why? So they could avoid the what? Famine. Jesus, when he was born, Herod had made a decree to slaughter all the babies. God sent the word to Jesus, to Joseph, and told Joseph, get that baby and take him to Egypt. See, you don't hear a God and deed born. Listen, some of you guys don't have these dry places, but God's telling you to go to Egypt. I know they worship idol gods. I know they don't do things that we do, but they got some provisions. I don't want you to wait there, because when you wait there, I'm going to build some stuff up in you. While you wait there, I'm going to build a neighbor for you. While you wait there, you won't come out the way the same way you came. In Jesus' name, I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know what the Holy Spirit looks like. I guarantee you, we didn't you just come out like you go. One of the things I want to say about this whole transition change around Scripture 7 is that nowhere in this particular passage that it did talk about anybody in Abraham's camp murmuring and complaining. Nowhere in this passage. I read over the it didn't even talk about it. Church. The church will go through some changes. Your attitude will make this difference. Your attitude will make this difference. Let me tell anybody. You can say, you have to murmur and complain and folks. I know how tough stuff may be, but as you start hearing the murmur and complaining, folks, it'll make your journey so rusted and tough and unbearable. But if you just got a few folks, open your door, that's why you need to come to church, so that you can say that no matter what it looks like, God's going to be out. No matter what it sounds like, God's going to turn it around. No matter what they talk about, God says your favor of God is still on. That's why you need to go to church, go to church, go to church. Because the church folks, they know what God can do. The church folks, they have seen the salvation of God. Go to church, folks. Nowhere in this passage talk about the murmuring and complaining. And so, in Egypt, not the place where the blessings, the vision took place, not the place of promise, but the place of provision. This place here, Children's Life Christian Center, this is the place of provisions. But you have to move on. The last thing I want to talk about is the third way to move on is when your enemies tell you to move on. When your enemies tell you to move on. The Bible says that he will make your enemies your footstool. Your enemies. Here we have this passage where Abraham enters Egypt and he recognizes how fine his wife is. Now listen, I don't see a lot of lustrous words to express how fine his wife is, but the mere fact that you can ask wife to change her position from wife to sister so they won't kill you, she must have been a fine something. She said that in Egypt, I guess they had a check gate, and we got our luggage, and y'all don't get the baggage claim, and you got to get your luggage checked. Well, instead of them checking Abraham's luggage, they were checking his wife out. Hey, somebody. Hey, somebody. In this time of provisions, the very essence of what you love is going to be challenged. The very heart of you will be challenged. That they want to take the very essence. And what Abraham realized is that he valued the word of God, and he wanted to keep. He said, if you do this, it'll save my life, and we will all benefit others if you do this. It's a hard choice when you tell a man to choose. It's a hard choice. And sometimes you guys may have to make some tough decisions in what we call provisions. Now, I don't know how you feel about that or what you think about that, but sometimes when you are trying to, in that place, in your Egypt, you may have to make some tough decisions that other people may or may not even agree with. But you just got to trust God that He will work it out. See, y'all want to go a little bit further to the story, see how God worked this thing down? And so, because she was so fine, that the Pharaoh didn't take his wife. But what he did was, he gave him all this substance. Let's turn back. Let's look. He gave him all this substance. I mean, listen, sometimes God knows how to take a mess and make a blessing out of it. And he just started giving Abraham all this substance. He said that it came to pass that when he come near into the Egypt, that he said to Sarah his wife, behold, now I know that thou art a fair woman to look upon. Therefore I will come to pass, when the Egyptians shall see thee, that they shall say, this is his wife, and they will kill thee, but they will save thee alive. Say, I pray thee, that thou art my sister. It may be well with me for thy sake, and my soul shall live because of thee. And it came to pass that when Abram was coming to Egypt, the Egyptians beheld the woman, that she was very fair. And the prince also of Pharaoh saw her, and commanded her before Pharaoh, and the woman was taken into Pharaoh's house. And he entered Abram, and he entreated Abram well for her sake. And he had sheep and oxen, and he asses, and men servants, and maid servants, and she asses, and camels. Look, God wants to see. And Jesus even talks about how that you need to give up everything, mother, sister, brother, for the sake of the cause. Every now and then you're going to be challenged to see if you can give up what's dear and sacred for the cause of Christ. It's going to come to that time that you're going to come to that place where God will ask you to give up. And Abraham gave up, but his return, can y'all say his return? His return gave him the status. Listen, he was beating the Pharaoh. See, sometimes you guys, people are so quick to judge your actions, but they don't see the God that's behind your actions. He got in the place of Pharaoh. Some of y'all want to go to the place of promise. Some of y'all want to go to the place of greatness. But you're going to have to go through your Egypt experience. You're going to have to give up some stuff that you thought you couldn't give up. And when you start giving up that stuff that you didn't thought you could give up, you're going to get that connection, that kingdom connection. That will say, oh, that's Abraham. So what happened? They called this Pharaoh to respect Abraham and his God. What happened? What happened in your life that will cause people to respect you and your God? What happened? I'm going to tell you what happened. When they tried to get with Sarah, plagues started breaking out. All types of chaos and foolishness started breaking out in their life. Sometimes people ain't going to stop messing with this and chaos break out. Some people ain't going to stop talking about this and this chaos break out. But when chaos break out, guess what's going to happen? They're going to start passing up. And they're going to start recognizing the God that you serve. And they're going to know that the God that you serve is real. And the God that you serve is alive. And the God that you serve is in the blessing business. I wish I could have a few folks that recognize that God got your back. Somebody when you experience it, God got your back. Somebody They ain't got any fighter by the way he talks and his mannerisms. But if you say the wrong thing about me, I can trust you. Whirlwind is going to snap up in here quickly. And you going to say, who, my brother? You ain't talking about him. And what I like about him is he's short and few words. Some people like to talk all that talking and get, nah. Well, that's the same way God is. When you start picking on the people that he loves, when you start talking about the people that he loves, listen, girl, listen, boy, you need to understand that when you start talking about the people of God, you're putting a curse on your house. You're putting a curse on your house. If you don't understand, folks, if you don't mean people well, leave them alone. Through this curse, Pharaoh recognized and realized that these people right here were the blessed people. And they were so blessed that they didn't have room in his kingdom for them. And Pharaoh said, listen, you get your wife, all that stuff I gave you, and you keep it moving. And I just want to tell people in my streets and tell them that you need to keep it moving. That you're going to experience some stuff in life. That you're going to go through some stuff in life. But you need to keep it moving. You need to keep it moving. And listen, we got this suitcase right here. Because this suitcase represents all the baggage and all the stuff that you've been lugging around. And it gets heavy over the years. I want you to keep it moving. I know people wondering what's in the case and wonder what he got for you. So I want you to remember who just keep it moving. It's not what it feels like. And what it honestly looks like. Keep it moving. And I don't want to talk about you, but keep it moving. Some people don't hang on you. They have to keep hanging. You just keep moving. You just keep moving. And you watch. And you see what God do. I just want to come and tell you. And lastly, as I finish, I just want to read this one passage so that you can understand why should I keep it moving? Why when I don't see this thing going to turn around? When is this thing going to turn around? I heard preach after preacher. I heard prophecy after prophecy. I heard blessing after blessing. But when will this thing turn around? I'm tired of this foolishness. I'm tired of this despair. When will this thing turn around? When? Well, I'm glad you're back. Because God sent me a win. For this church right here, God has told me he's going to win. He has let me know that when you guys ready to come out of this stuff. Genesis 1:1. He said, in the beginning, God created the heavens and earth. Verse 2. And he said, and the earth was without form and void, and the darkness, see how the darkness was upon the face of the deep. Listen, when the earth was formed, it was dark. And I know most folks are afraid of the dark. I know most people don't like to do anything in the dark. Matter of fact, I know most people just like to avoid the dark altogether. Some people are so afraid of the dark, they like to go to sleep in it. And some folks like to so afraid of the dark, they keep the lights on. But listen, I come to tell you that God does his best work in the dark. Listen, when he got this earth together, it was dark. I tell you that God does his best work in the dark. And you feel like there's some dark days in your life. God wants you to let believe that God is doing his best work. I know that when you were in the land of night, and it was dark, and you couldn't see your way through. God does his best work in the dark. Can I prove it? That when Jesus Christ, who was on that cross, the fool was solid, and the moon refused to shine. They got dark that day. They stretched the wine. I just want to say that God does his best work in the dark. So when it's going to turn around, God is going to turn it around. It's going to around and around. It's a midnight hour. God is going to turn it around and around and around. Get on to your feet. I just want to turn it around. That's the stuff. That's going to turn around for you. That's going to be done. That's going to come out of there. That's going to around.